Wake up. It's the morning time. What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time. What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hashtag blame Jay. It's always Jay's fault, y'all. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Good morning, Shells. We are here. It is the normal time. Robbie, what's going on? Gramps, how are we doing today? Where you going? Where you walking? How is everything? How's the wife? How's the dog? How's the family? Miss you, buddy. Appreciate all the little clips. I should probably be thanking Ronnie though. I don't think that's your area of the show. So thank you, Ronnie, for all the clips, the tags, the cool stuff like that. I like it. Um, I'm seeing it in the timeline and around, so it's fun. And good morning, David. What's going on, bud? Good morning, MP. Sup, bitches? How we doing? Um, I was in Donkey Kong's DMs trying to figure out when it starts. Ronnie's the man. Well, thank you, Ronnie. It, it just we were just starting it a little early, like for Jason, because his schedule seems to be adjusting with this time change where his kids are waking up a little earlier, and so he was having to leave a little earlier. So I was still running it through the 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. Pacific. It's just he his 30 minutes. So like he'd want to come on at like 5:15 and then get off at like 5:45. But I was still here during the normal quote unquote half hour that you're used to. Um, you just didn't show up, bro. My brain takes things, makes them yeah, of course. It's the mess brain, right? The Chell's brain, the mom brain, the twin mom brain. I feel like if you were to classify mom brains, there's like, the mom brain with one kid, the single mom brain, there's the mom brain with two or three kids, and then there's the mom brain with twins, toddler twins. your your poor brain. We should all be studied. In reality, we should all be studied. Um, but that's why we come here to kind of get it going. If I go, let them study it. It's fine. All right, Rob, mark that down. Get it. But yeah, good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday. Charles, is it Wednesday? It is Wednesday. Okay, it's Wednesday. Hey, I reached a three-stream watch streak on my own freaking show. Congratulations. I'm in all of them. How's that possible? Um, anyways, it's not Friday. I need therapy, but uh, but I would not be myself. Yeah, exactly. Side note, the weather is killing my head. Vegas can't come soon enough. Oh yeah, it's probably hot as shit out there. Um, you're gonna be going through like a cold to heat transition is gonna be hilarious. Uh, we have a funny story about my house right now. So we have two stories. We have air conditioning on both floors, but the air conditioner on the top floor has broken. So and it's getting really hot at our house. It was 98 degrees outside yesterday. So the upstairs is rocking at about 85 to 90 degrees inside, and the downstairs is like 69, 70. I didn't look at the thermostat to see where my wife had it at, but low 70s for sure. So as you go up and down the stairs, it's like you're transporting into two different locations. Crazy. Vegas, you mean Texas? Common mistake. No, MP and his wife are going to Vegas. Sorry. Um, Uh, but yeah, that's how my life is. So I'm gonna call HVAC guys to get that thing replaced because it's bad. It's bad. Like falling asleep, not comfortable, all that kind of stuff is what's going on in our household. We were all miserable yesterday. Um, so Jay, our good friend Jay is out. Great Wolf Lodge. Great Wolf Lodge. He and his kids are on spring break right now. His wife had an appointment yesterday and hopefully got good news. I actually haven't heard from him. I remembered this morning and I didn't want to text him too early, uh, out of respect for hopefully him having a fun night at Great Wolf Lodge and then wanting to sleep in. Uh, so hopefully his wife got good news and that her condition is improving and she can go and resume some more uh a more active, get back to her active lifestyle. So thoughts and prayers for her. As we discussed a little bit yesterday, air conditioning with two systems can be bad when upstairs is, yeah, it's tragic. It's horrible. Heat rises, so of course, that's worse, but we spend more time downstairs, so I don't know what's better or worse. Nothing's working. We just have to replace it. It is what it is. Fortunately, no Texas, but Vegas is going to be lots of gym tours and this guy is still going to gyms. The gyms in Vegas are probably amazing. I'm gonna look for those selfies. I'm a walking space heater, sweat it out. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. The TikToks on Great Wolf Lodge. I haven't seen them. I don't scan the talk at all. Sounds better than Texas. What? I don't think so. I don't know about that. Well, I think MP's making a mistake, but from what I understand, it's a wife. The wife has a business trip, and he's getting to tag along, all expenses paid. Like, like, like he got a sugar mama on this one. So in that instance, yes, it's better. Again, I didn't get good news. I'm just hoping that there is good news. Good morning, Dylan. What's up, buddy? Yeah, MP gonna get it. Um, Vegas, yeah, he's gonna have the best time. The other Turner, it would be nice if we can get them on in this conversation. Even Blaze, no, guys, I don't think Blaze and Ryan are ever coming back. I think we just need to. I think we need to have an in memoriam, get some clips going of the two of them. Even though I don't have access to all the old shows, I just cannot get those two back here. Um, Literally text them all every day. Yeah, it would be nice if they just did a little live pop up show from Texas because both Blaze and Ryan are going to Texas, as far as I know. It's me and Jason that are not going. So the X Daily Tats show will be in Texas. Um, Good morning, Dr. Feelgood. But just not the current guys. Yes, business trip on her end, pleasure on mine. However, wifey and I secured a spot for our coffee shop. So going to do some tours to figure out how to combine coffee. Ooh, nice. That's cool. That's really cool. Okay, so secured a spot for your coffee shop slash gym that you're wanting to build by your house, right? In New Jersey, but you're going to, as you're in Vegas, you're going to look at some spots to see how they did it, right? Correct, 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 correct. Holy crap, you guys are flying right now. This 10 minutes, I feel like we're on chat, just like scroll, scroll, scroll. I don't know where we're at, guys, but I love this. Thank you. Document it all. Yeah, MP, do that. You won't, but do it. Cool. I love being correct. Start a new TikTok. Oh, you're talking about blog the coffee shop gym like creation? Yeah, start with day one. If you need anybody in marketing, there might be someone who's married to someone in this room that can help you. Sorry, I'll zip it for the next minute. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I like reading and talking to you guys more than I like doing the reading. Today's reading, I didn't like it. So we could just do this the whole 19 more minutes. It's totally fine. Dylan's always a fly on the wall. Because Dylan's driving to work, y'all. Okay. This is his 1 hour commute to work. And then, this is how he relaxes in the car as he drives. What did I not like? Oh, so today's reading was about dad tax, and it was Ryan Holiday was reframing the dad tax to base and told a story of a parent who would um essentially at dinner time or whatever, he would barely eat, and then he would eat the leftovers that the kids didn't eat. So basically, pushing forward all the food to the kids and family, allowing them to eat first and provide for them, and then take the scraps of whatever was left over for them. And it just for me, it just didn't connect. My kids like food. We've talked about food a whole bunch of times, right? Food in my house is a pain point for me. It is one of the main things other than, like, screen time that I think me and my wife have failed pretty heavily on. We both come from, like, not the healthiest, families as far as it pertains to food. Her family is very much in the like her dad grew up in Wisconsin, so they're very much, cheese and salts and fats and stuff like that. And they're very much were like, clear your plate, no leftovers, like get it down, get it done. And then they deal with the stomach pain afterwards. And they're only now in this day and age changing that in themselves. So my wife grew up with a lot of weight issues, a lot of food issues, all that kind of stuff. Um, and then me was more of um, single parent. She was working till very late, so there wasn't a lot of times when there was fresh cooking. It was more of fast food or quick meals and lots of snacking. So I even when my girls only ordered off the kids menu, they never finished their meals. Yeah, and so there's been a lot of that with my kids, a lot of not finishing meals, a lot of, like, picky eater syndrome where, like, they love chicken nuggets, and so we order chicken nuggets from every place, but somehow magically certain places don't have good chicken nuggets, so then they just don't eat them. So we take the leftovers, and then I eat it the next day, or Amy will eat it the next day. So it's just, I don't know. I don't know if this reading really worked for me. There's other ways to spin it in that, like, you would sacrifice your time, like your hobbies and personal interests, and push more put more of your time towards your kids and being with your family. So, like, that's a way that I did connect with the reading is um so, like, where does he say about the tax? Like, where did he come in he said something about paying the tax versus collecting the tax, I think is what it was. So the term, like, dad tax usually refers to, like, oh, I'm just going to grab a bite of your ice cream real quick, dad tax. And that's more of a tax collector. And then he's wanting to reframe it and switch it to more of, like, being a taxpayer and, giving them the bigger pork chop or the bigger piece of this or more portion of that. And again, for me, food, no, because me and my kids eat completely different things. And at this point, as far as food is concerned, we have plenty. And I don't think we've ever really had less than that. So it did hit with me with food. And then I've reconnected with it with time. So I'm uh paying paying my tax to my kids in my time, taking out time in hobbies, taking out time with my current hobby of V friends, kind of pulled back from the whatnot streams, pulled back from things like text. Plug your ears, Chels. Texas meetup, things like that to pay my tax towards my kids with my time. Never push food. Finn is such a sensory around food that if he ate chicken nuggets, we would literally celebrate since it's protein. Oh no. Yeah, that's like for me, it's kind of like that. That's the only like thing that like for sure Bentley would eat. Like he eats no other meats. So he's not a like a steak or a hamburger or deli meats or anything like that. It's just chicken nuggets. And he doesn't eat any other form of chicken. So it's not like I can just chop up a chicken breast and give it to him. It just has to be, it's the breaded, like the French fry material. It's like a French fry with a little bit of chicken in it, is what he likes. I always thought about parents who were sad about nuggets, fries, and mac and cheese. We would celebrate that so hard. Yeah, nuggets, fries, and mac and cheese, but nothing else. Like he will not eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. He likes this fresh sourdough bread that our friend makes, but no other bread. Um, yeah. I love the rabbit hole of kids and food because I feel like we all kind of have a little thing. My oldest is a garbage disposal. The middle is strictly mealtime eater with occasional snacks, and the baby is like a bird nonstop eating. Someone gave me advice once when we had a hard time about hydrating Finn. She said, "He's not going to college in diapers." Yeah, like just wait. You're right. Yep. 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 Yeah, we had that with Bentley as far as, like, speaking, like, he was one of the kids who was speech delayed, and then he was very much, diaper and potty train delayed as well, and we chalked it up to the speech thing was that he essentially has 3 mothers, so Amy and the 2 girls, so he just needed to grunt and make a noise, and then someone would be like, "You need food? You need to go out? You good? Like, he was like a little dog. Dogs don't need to talk. They just make a noise or they look at you in a certain way. And then all of a sudden your mind goes, to the 3 or 4 things that they could need. We don't push as long as they eat something to sustain them for the day. The older two are starting now to venture out. Yeah. And then same thing. Like I grew up very much a picky eater. And my wife will say that I only barely transitioned out of that when I met these 2 nutritionalists, one of them being a friend of mine, actually locally in real life that we connected through our daughters being in the same cheerleading squad, and then the next one being, Mr. Ryan Turner. So, that's when I started to venture out. My wife always says I'm a picky eater. Um, Feels like it comes from time. Yep. It is funny, I love fish, but my girls would only eat it to be social. Okay. Yep. Yep. We're big fish eaters. In fact, I took Amy out to sushi yesterday for lunch, and I almost said this word, and then it sounded weird in my mind. I'm still gonna say it, and then I propositioned her. I'll stop there, let that sink in for a minute, to become my partner in the business and like kind of help me here. Flintstones vitamins still working hard on you just find like an old case, or do they still make those? That's funny. That's the baby now. It's noises and screams. Unprocessed food is inconsistent in flavor, and kids like consist. Yeah, every nugget tastes the same. Some grapes are sweet and sour. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, and look, processed food is so easy, it's so colorful, it's so inviting, it lasts so long. Like there's nothing worse than buying a bunch of fruit and a bunch of vegetables, then life getting like super busy and you just go for the processed stuff or eating out or whatever, and then you look in your fridge a week later and everything's just like decayed and you're like, I have to throw out you know 20 plus dollars, 30 plus dollars, 40 plus dollars of good food, like food that I bought because I wanted to eat it and be healthy this week. And it's that's frustrating, like, as the parent, as the one who, does the grocery shopping, or was, trying to have the forethought to plan some meals and stuff like that. There's just that's I do that all the time. Like, I do that every weekend. I go in the fridge and I'm like, okay, what's a week old? What looks brown? What looks gross? Which I could do without. So now we're working on using our words like please and thank you. Yep, makes sense. Flavors and textures. Dr. Fioga's just like in the background, like, whoa. Flintstones, Proposition, where is this If he has the hardest time with this, he only takes apples and strawberries to lunch because the other kids' foods make him feel like he's eating their food and it changes. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's tough. Don't I know it, bro? Don't I freaking know it? God, I love Taco Bell. I I mean, Jesus. At one point, our friend group chat between the three couples that we're really close friends with, and there is a fourth couple, and the only reason they're not in the group chat is because the wife refuses to get an iPhone. So we're not doing that green text message BS in group chat. But at one point, our group chat was called Taco Bell Fan Club for sure, and that was me that changed that name because it's the best. Whatever you want it to go, Jay's not here. Exactly, exactly. Right on, man. The the best laxative. I gave that one too much. It makes our list super easy. See, and that's also good. You can't, yeah, you can't deny how there are some things where it's like, okay, maybe we're not like giving our kids enough variety, but man, when you think about easy, when you think about like how affordable some of it is, like if you're just getting the same things every week and then you can buy them in bulk, slightly bigger, um, it definitely makes it easier. Yeah, David's keeping track, y'all. This reading went off the rails for sure. Okay, I'll try apples. Are you connecting? I think Dylan's connecting with what you're connecting with. So that's awesome. I like that. You guys are helping each other out. Do it, get it done. Love it. I mean, honestly, it used to be whatever was in season plus bread, milk, eggs. That's it. We make it complicated. Yeah, true story. True story. I've been trying to add in more everything, but what's happening with me is I'm still I'm still so ingrained in the processed foods of my childhood that I'll have all the veggies and the fruit, and I'll still just like swerve around them and grab some Cheez Its or some goldfish or chips. I freaking love chips. Chips are my jam. Um, Popcorn. Popcorn's a big one for me. I did switch to the skinny popcorn, like the popping one, so, like, it's maybe better. Definitely has a lot less butter. Uh, truth. Are you sharing your bring home? Yeah, she's using this chat to, work on her grocery list. Um, um And she's just sharing, like, just in case we all need to know, like, what's in the Messer pantry, what is their shopping list, and what they and their kids eat. Yeah. Well, this was great. I love talking about I mean, look, the reading was about food, so I knew we were gonna talk about food. As soon as I heard the reading, I was like, "Food, ugh, food in my household is just so bad. I think I wanna just go in there and trash bag it all and start over fresh. It's literally just so when Rob forgets something, I can say, "I told you a million times." Rob doesn't come on the Daily Dad Show. Come on. He's never listened to one of these, ever. I've seen his name in once, so I'll give him once. You're on your 2nd mug of coffee yet? MP's on his yeah, for sure. Come on. You guys are 3 hours ahead. You have to be on your second, right? Chelsea, have you ever figured out how to get a hot cup of coffee? I was reading this book. So I'm reading this book right now. It's a parenting book. There's a section that I just read yesterday that was about self-care. And one of the things in the self-care section was like it was she was listing a simple list of things that you can do that are self-care. And one of the simple things, and it made me laugh because it reminded me of Chels and some other moms in my life. One of the simple things to do was drink drink your coffee hot. Like she specifically said, drink it hot. Um, like referring to the fact that most people pour that hot cup of coffee, let it cool down a little bit so they're not burning your mouth. But then more often than not, go into the hustle and bustle of life, figure out where the heck you put that mug down, and then are in a medium or cold range of the coffee. Yes, I got a coffee it's on my desk. But the point was to actually like take a break and like sit in a comfortable, relaxing, meditative place for 5 to 10 minutes and drink your coffee. I was trying to rename it, but the only thing I went with was what my dad used to call what my dad nicknamed Dr. Pepper, which was nectar of the gods. I think that probably works for you guys, right? For coffee drinkers. It's whatever your jam is. But yeah, try that one time, Chels. Let me know how that works. You're definitely gonna have to get some get some get some curly haired boys out of the house for sure. It's helped that I took work shift in the morning now, so I have it hot. Cold coffee is coffee, Coach Beard. I like the idea of coffee. Yep, and this podcast that I was listening to was going over all the health benefits of herbs and gut microbiome stuff. And one of the things they did shout out was coffee. So those of you that are on the coffee train versus the Celsius train, you're definitely one upping me as far as this. The current science and scientists are trending in the way of gut health and stuff like that. Yes, Dom, bingo. Even just holding a hot mug in silence is so peaceful. Yep, yep, yep. I like it. I agree with it. I just hate the taste of it. Like, legitimately, it's just fucking gross. But as I was talking to my friend the other day, it's just a getting used to it kind of thing. I know it is, but I don't like hot drinks, so that could be another thing for me. I remember back in the day, I was not a fan of alcohol, like beer and the harder spirits. I definitely was a guy who went to college and joined a fraternity, and embarrassingly enough, uh, was was only wanting to drink Smirnoff Ice and Malibu rum until those frat guys just beat that shit out of me. It was like, nope, here's Natty Ice. Glad Jay is not here. He would curb all of us. Yeah, dude. He would not let this go down. Seriously, like you're down and you wait till my coffee will make it better, and then you sip it and it's cold is the worst. Yep. No, Dom, you really need to sip it. It's velvety and chocolatey and so good. No better, no better smell than roasted beans. I can smell the beer soaked. Yeah. So it's a taste thing. Now I love beer. Like I really enjoy that bitter beer, like IPA, sours, pretty much all of them. I still don't like the coffee flavored, the malty, like the darker, deeper stuff. Um, but I have been thinking a lot about my health, my gut. I definitely have gut problems and all that kind of stuff, and I have been thinking a lot about getting some of that stuff in my life, some dark chocolate. I hear dark chocolate's good for you. Coffee's good for you. A good hazy West Coast IPA. Yeah. Those are the bomb. In fact, the place we go to, well, it's not hazy, but the place we go to on Thursdays, me and my buddies, for pizza and beer, they have an amazing IPA that we love. But yeah, West Coast IPA, guys. That's Chelsea's final recommendation of the night, of the morning. Probably had Flintstones vitamins as a kid. I did for sure had Flintstones vitamins as a kid. It's chalky, just like chew them all up. Just like what's that candy? Like Smarties, right? Like those kind of things. The danky. Smart. The smell of coffee is better than an alarm clock to wake me up. Yeah. Yeah. If only you could just have a hot pot of coffee on a timer right next to your bed. Um, yep, a triple Danky Hazy has me in a damn, guys. Chels is already eager to is it you guys doing the Wednesday date night? Was it Wednesdays, right? Right? Must be nice. Um, hit the bar. Who's that? Marcion of Sinope. Um, all right, guys, we're here. Soft, hard boiled exit, whatever you want to call it, Chels, for the day. I feel like we went in long enough. We're here. Um, again, hopefully Jason's doing okay. His wife's doing okay. I mean, and he and the kids are all having fun at Great Wolf Lodge. We haven't dated in a while. Rob's been too busy. God damn it, Rob. All right. I'm gonna text that fool. Uh I'm still, yeah, I need to text Rob. Maybe call Rob. It's a jammy stop. I'm okay with it. Uh date your wives, folks. Date your husbands. Don't you ask him out, Chels. Come on now. Um, yeah, took mine out to lunch yesterday. And like I said, propositioned her to be my partner in the business. I really need some help on this stuff. And right now, I don't want to afford a another person's salary. So I'll keep it all in the family. Um, and then I surprised her with a little spa weekend away. I booked it. Calling it a our first our first corporate retreat. Let's call it that slash anniversary. So it is our anniversary in April. So yeah, that's been done. That's been done. Running a master class here on how to date your wife or your spouse or your girlfriend or whatever you want to call them. Uh, I'm really fucking good at it. So everybody, have an amazing Wednesday. Nothing like a Wednesday because it means tomorrow's Thursday, and that's the last day of your 4-day work week. What time do you guys arrive? Dr. Feelgood is ready for everyone in Texas. Excellent dates. Just do it. 9 a.m. You guys enjoy getting together in Texas. Enjoy all that. Hug each other. I'll be there. Just look for me. Chels, always be looking at the door. Here's the thing. You're never gonna see me. I'm just gonna surprise you. So, but yeah, guys, have a great time. Check in with me in the morning. I'll be here Thursday, Friday, and Monday. And I would love to have one of y'all up here to talk, especially one of you that went to Texas and brought your kids, because I've heard some really good stories about how the kids enjoy these V Friends meetups, these Texas meetups, these um, card tournaments. I think Dr. Feelgood's brought his son. I think you're bringing both your kids this time, but I think you've done that before. And I don't know, Chels. I don't think Finn's been to any. Right, so this is the first for him. So that's amazing. I think Anne's bringing her daughter. Savvy's bringing her daughter. I think her son had to back out, but I think she's at least bringing Ella. But yeah, you guys have a great, amazing time. We're broke because of it. $1,900 for 1.5. I know it's crazy. That's the thing about bringing the littles, but he's gonna have a blast. And hopefully, you texted Ben and Whiskey to get all the right food. But yeah, especially with all the kids, I've heard a lot going, so that's gonna be super fun. And like I said, if you want to pop in on Monday or Tuesday when you're back, or Dr. Feelgood, you got some time next week to jump up with me and chat about how it went. I would love that. I would really love that. I will not be in Texas, but be there in spirit. Yep, me as well. Or secretly be there in the background. Either way, bringing all his food. Gotcha. Backpack full of food. That's what Rob's for. All right, here we are. Thank you again. Have a great day. See you guys back here tomorrow. Bye.
What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time. What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up.